welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Itwa. Thank you so much for joining me on today's video. If you are catching me for the very first time, you're welcome. Please take a seat. And if you're already a part of the family, like I always say, I really do appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Before we get into the video, let me just say thank you so much for the engagement of my very last video. I was amazed. I was blown away. If you have not seen it, I'm definitely going to be linking it somewhere around. So please don't forget to catch up on that video. So now to today's video, we are going to be discussing Love is Blind UK. You know, I live for all these kind of reality shows. Like, it's always so much fun for me when I watch them. And we are going to be doing this review in a kind of different way. You're going to get what I'm saying, as we go on. So the idea of the show is they get a number of singles together in a place, and then they have to date one another, mingle, get to know each other. But this is usually done sight unseen, so they don't get to see each other until they are engaged. So you actually engage somebody without getting to see them. Like, that is, I love that. And after that has been done, then you can proceed to see each other. So the idea is you are falling in love with somebody not based on what they look like, but based on the kind of emotional connection that you have with the person. What do you guys think about that? Would you be open to going for this kind of show or any kind of reality show at all? Let me know in the comment section. I always look forward to reading your comments. Love is Blind UK is in its very first season, unlike the one for the US, which I think already has like 5 seasons. And I think that kind of made the quality of the participants very like high. So there were actually people who are actually open to marriage. So it's actually nice to see people actually give their all and put themselves into this process. Unlike the later seasons of Love is Blind US, where it's like everybody already knows what is going on and some people are going there for some very questionable reasons. That is my own opinion anyway. I really like the fact that a lot of the singles who were participants in Love is Blind UK were very open to the process. It was nice to see that they were actually ready to take this step of faith, to take this leap of faith, because that is exactly what marriage is. It's a leap of faith. So I'm going to be talking about the couples who were able to successfully get engaged. I'm going to be highlighting one or two factors that are kind of peculiar to their relationship and giving my opinions. And then I'm also going to be looking forward to reading your own opinion about these issues that I raised. Okay, first and foremost is Sabrina and Steven. Sabrina and Steven were among the very first set of people to get engaged on this show. It was really nice for them to see. They're both very open to the process. They were both ready for marriage, and I just like their personality, and I actually feel that both of them match. But one of the issues with their relationship is the fact that it is long distance. It's like there's a whole sea, between where they currently live. Now, taking that into consideration, it would be like, how do they intend to conquer that? Because in the process of this show, they kept saying that they've not decided anything, they're not ready to decide, they're just going to take it one step at a time. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think about long distance relationship? I, for one, I am not a fan of long distance relationship. No, let us be together. Let us be in the same place. Let our eyes be seeing each other. So, and going into marriage, and this is somebody that you've known for, less than 2 months, because the whole process of the show takes about 10 days in the port, 5 days of honeymoon, and then 3 weeks to plan the wedding and decide if you are going to stay married or not. So it's like, yeah, about 2 months. So for somebody you've not known for 2 months, you're getting married to them, and then you intend to live long distance. In the course of time, we are going to know the decisions they've made, if they were able to weather the storm, and we're going to know if they actually stayed married, because usually there's like a reunion show which is going to come up. I don't know when, but definitely I'm going to see definitely I'm going to see it. But I actually do have faith in these two, and I believe that I believe they are going to do well anyway. So I don't really have much to say about Sabrina. I don't really have much to say about Sabrina and Steven. I wish them well, and they're just a very, very lovely couple in my own opinion. The second couple I'm going to be talking about is Bobby and Jasmine. Now, Bobby is a very mellow, he looks very calm, while Jasmine is the tough one. She will tell you exactly how it is. She also had somebody else who was interested in her. His name is Sam. I'm going to talk about Sam later also. But she said her gut feeling was telling her that something was not right about Sam, and I totally agree with you. Yes. So the issue I'm going to be raising about Bobby and Jasmine is the issue of in-laws interference. Now, Jasmine's mom, I've forgotten her name now. No, I've forgotten her name. Anyway, Jasmine's mom wanted to know everything that is going on, that will be going on in their marriage, and I find it kind of, I'm not comfortable with that anyway, because I believe that couples should be given time to get to know each other, to build their own family from scratch without somebody else poke nosing, or without somebody else interfering, in the way that Jasmine's mom wanted to. There's nothing wrong in your parents or your in-laws offering their advice, of offering their 2 cents, when the issue calls for it. I mean, they've been in marriage longer than you have, so of course they have more experience. But the way Jasmine's mom wanted to do it is like she wanted to know every single detail. Now I can understand where she's coming from, seeing that she had like two failed marriages, and it's kind of she wanted to protect her daughter. She wanted to know in case something goes wrong. But no, not in that way, ma. Not in that way, ma, at all. That's not very demure. Anyway, that aside, there was also the issue of Bobby not having a university degree. Do you guys think it is actually important for somebody to have a university education? I mean, Bobby is a salesperson and he seems to be doing very well for himself. I think he's capable of taking care of the family that he and Jasmine are about to make. And the issue of in-laws interference, I like what Bobby said, that he's going to make sure that there are some clear boundaries. At the end of the show, it seemed like Jasmine's mom had already like come around, but I actually really, really doubt that. And it was so refreshing to see that at the end of the show, they actually chose each other. It did not come as a surprise to me. If I what would have shocked me is if one of them had said, no, I'm not ready to, continue with this marriage with this person. So I wish them all the best. They seem like a very, very good fit in terms of their temperament. And I also like the fact that Jasmine was able to tell her mom that, mom, I'm sorry, but I cannot start giving you details of everything. It's not possible. I like the fact that she was able to speak up and ready to protect her husband. So big ups to her. The third couple I'm going to be talking about is Ollie and Demi. Ollie and Demi. Let me just get this out there. I was shocked. If I say shocked, I was shocked that Demi did not choose Ollie. And he said, you when she said no, like Ollie, when she said no, Ollie was like, why? I also was like, why? Like, but I mean, you can't question it because we only see what they show us. There are a lot of things that happen off camera. This is something that happened in a span of almost 2 months, and then they show it to us in, I mean, like an hour or plus episodes. So we don't really know everything that is going on, but it came as a big shock to me. Initially when I watched Ollie, initially when I watched Oli, I was like, his temperament is, especially when they met the other couples and he was acting out, or when he's met his other interest. What's her name now? Catherine. Yes, Catherine was his other interest. So when he met her and they had that discussion, he just seemed sort of. I was like, are you sure this guy is a good fit for Demi? But along the line, changed my mind because I mean, not everybody is going to be hyper. Some people are a little more laid back than others, and that is totally fine. The issue I'm going to be raising with Ollie and Demi's relationship is the issue of self-esteem. Self-esteem is very, very important. I actually feel that some of the questions and some of the things that she was saying and the ways that she was acting actually stemmed from the fact that she was not really sure, especially because of her size. But it was so glad and so refreshing to see her grow and change in the course of this process. I wish her well. I wish Ollie well. I don't know if their relationship is going to continue, because that was the idea that they gave us at the end of the show, that they're going to pursue their relationship, but they're not ready to get married at that point. They just want to get to know each other a little bit before they commit to marriage. So I wish them well. And yeah, that's all. The next couple I'm going to be talking about is Tom and Maria. Tom is 38 and Maria is 30. Yes, so there's a huge age gap between them. Almost like, I mean, the mentality difference is actually very, very obvious. Apart from the fact that the age difference is there, there's also the issue of religion, which I'm going to be talking about now. So Maria is Muslim and Tom is, I mean, his religion was not stated in the course of the show, but it doesn't seem like he's a Christian. I think he's just, he's just who he is. The issue I'm going to be raising about Maria and Tom is the issue of finances. Yeah, we're definitely coming to that. Finances are very, very important, especially when it comes to marriage. You need to know how you're spending your money, you need to know what the family income is, and things like that. When they have differences as it pertains to finance, I mean, that is not an easy issue to solve. Maria believes that a man should be the provider, a man should take care of every little thing that comes, every little thing that has to do with money, the man should take care of it, while she, just relax. Why Tom is of the opposite view that, both of us have to, join our funds together, or you take care of some things and I take care of some things. You shouldn't just put everything on my head. What do you guys think about that? I think a lot of people are actually going to go with Tom's idea, like, why should the man be the only one to take care of all the financial all the financial responsibilities? And there is something that Tom said that actually got to me. He said that, if he had, okay, before I say this, let me just say that they didn't end up together. Tom said no, and that is because of the differences that they have. And I understand that. Now, back to what Tom said. Tom said that, if he had gone ahead with Maria and, they have children, that Maria is going to raise their son or their sons to believe that, he has to take take up all the financial responsibilities, and she's going to raise his daughter to believe that, she has to allow a man take care of all our financial responsibilities, and that is very contradictory to what he believes in. He wants to raise his daughter to be independent, and I understand that totally. I am also not in the school of thought that a man should take care of all your financial bills. Like, what are you working for? What are you working for? It is a marriage, it is a union of two people, and you need to be united in all things. I mean, it's nice for somebody to take care of you, but not to take care of every single thing. I mean, are you not even ashamed? Okay, let me not talk further on that, but I do not support Maria in that aspect at all. There's also the issue of their religion. This was not really brought up, but I believe that at a point in time the children are also going to have to decide if they want to be Muslims or if they just want to be like their dad. And I actually think that is going to cause another rift. So big ups to Tom for ending it when he did. Actually wish both of them well. Maria is a lovely person. Tom is also a lovely person, but it is very important that you are married to somebody that you share similar ideas with, especially when it comes to key factors like money. Okay. Okay, especially when it comes to money. Okay, good. Now let's go to the next couple. Next couple I'm going to be talking about is Freddie and Catherine. Let's take some seconds to talk about Freddie's occupation. So Freddie is a funeral director. Like, when I heard that, I was like, really? Because those are the kind of occupations that people do them, but you do not expect to just see somebody randomly and hear them tell you that I work in a funeral house, I help people, take care of their funerals and things like that. So it was quite interesting to see somebody with that occupation. Now let's get into the issues with Freddie and Catherine. Freddie and Catherine, at the end of the day, did not go on with their marriage. Freddie was the one who said no. Now the issue, now the issue that Freddie had with Catherine is that she is more of a bougie, very outgoing kind of personality. She likes to go to nice places. She likes to get nice things. She likes to go to nice restaurants to eat. She likes to wear designers and things like that. And he is more of a laid back person. Now I can understand the differences in personalities, but what do you guys think? Do you think that people who are getting married, or do you think that couples should have the same personality, or you are more of the opinion that opposite attracts? Should I share my own opinion? Okay, I think I should. I actually believe that extreme opposites might not actually do well. They should kind of be something similar. If every day he just wants to be on the couch and every day she wants to go out, I mean, how is that going to work? At the end of the day, definitely going to be there's definitely going to be issues. And for Catherine, I had an issue with Catherine because along the show, she kind of She was not consistent. There was the issue of she asked Freddie if he had ever cheated before, and he said yes. And it seemed like for her that was a deal breaker. She was like, once a cheat, always a cheat. Let me know what you guys think also about that. Do you believe once a cheat, always a cheat? So that aside, and it was like she was going to end the relationship because she could not deal with that, and also because she has been cheated on before, and she was not just comfortable with that, only for her to later be like, oh, I love Freddie, he's the best man. And I'm like, what happened to once a cheat, always a cheat? Like, what happened along the way to make you change your mind? I wish them all the best in their individual lives. He was ready to continue with the relationship just for them to sort out their issues, for him to get to know her more and be sure that he's not wrong about his opinions of her. But she was not ready. She was not ready. I can understand that, for somebody that has been adopted, she has a lot of rejection issues. So to be rejected on your wedding day, like, that can be really, really heartbreaking. I don't know anything. I don't know what to say about them anymore. Catherine was not consistent, and that can be quite confusing. And I think it would have also messed up with Freddie's head a bit, and then there was this little voice of Freddie's sister. But we're not going to talk about that one because that's not what we are focusing on. That's not what we are focusing on this review. Okay, yeah. The very next and last couple I'm going to be talking about today is Binaya and Nicole. Binaya, I really, really love that name. So Binaya is a very, very sweet soul, very calm, very funny, always cracking jokes. And then Nicole also, she has a very wonderful laugh. They said yes to each other, they said yes to their marriage, and I wish them well. However, the issue I'm going to be raising with Binaya and Nicole's relationship is the fact that there was a third party. Binaya was like a second choice. So in the pods, Nicole actually said yes to somebody else who is Sam. Yeah, we've talked about Sam earlier. And when she met Sam, when they met each other face to face anyway, she was like, I love you, that kind of thing. And I think he said something like, I think I love you, or something funny like that. She said that he put the ring in the wrong finger. Like, are you sure you're ready to are you sure you're ready to be married? How can you put the ring in the wrong finger? Anyway, in the course of their talking and the pods, Binaya had already mentioned to Nicole that Sam is not there for the right reasons, blah blah blah, things like that, but she still went ahead and chose Sam. I don't know if Sam was there for the right reasons or not, but if he was there for the right reasons, I believe that he was giving a kind of funny vibes. He was giving kind of too desperate, and that can come out as not being original, not being your authentic self. So I was really glad that she actually went for Binaya afterwards, but I actually wish that Binaya was not the second choice. If you watch the show, you would see that Binaya and Nicole actually fit. They fit so much. I wonder where Sam came in from and just turned her head upside down. Anyway, that aside, I also feel that Nicole should have been more alert, seeing that she has been married before. I believe that she should have been more in tune with what she wanted, and what she's looking out for, seeing that she has gone through this process before. So that was kind of somehow for me anyway. That was kind of somehow for me, but I wish both of them well. They are very, very lovely, together. And seeing the relationship that Binaya has with his mom and his sister was also really, really sweet. I really like Binaya. I really, really like Binaya, with his long hair. That long hair actually caught my attention. Nicole is also a very sweet and amazing person, and I actually hope that they last. I can't wait to see the reunion show to know if they actually stayed married. So that's all. That's all for today's video. I have other videos like this up on my channel. Please do well to check them out. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.
She's a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, she's one of a kind.